That's all you get.
That's it. Don't ask for no more because you're not getting it.
Nope, nothing. You don't get the intros. You don't get the countdown. We're normal. You don't get. That's what you get.
Yeah, StreamYard has changed some of their stuff, and so now some of our stuff doesn't work.
Yeah, they want a little bit of this, so
a little bit of cheddar.
Yeah. So if you guys have any other solutions, I know in past videos you have. Maybe I'll have to go back and look. Drop them in the comments because we're shopping now, I guess.
Yeah. What are some good streaming platforms that you guys have used and enjoyed
that are user friendly? Because these two guys.
You pointed to nothing.
Well, I'm here. Watch. We'll switch that around.
Are you flip flopped?
There we go.
Okay. Anyway, welcome back to Remotely Controlled.
Yes. Welcome to our little YouTube show. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, we already got people chiming in. No, Harold, there's no llama shirt today. They are both in the dirty clothes because I wore both of them over the weekend, and I'm done.
I can't believe you did that, but thank you. That I hope people like it. I mean, you like it, obviously. So
I couldn't not get it.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of the design was kind of my fault anyway.
Hey, yes, Harold, I am repping. Always rep the people I love for sure, 100%.
And so I'm not tonight. No offense, Sam, but I am working on something to where I will be repping you on a kind of a permanent basis.
Should I be scared?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it'll be nice.
Just making sure.
But I'm working with my buddies at Only RC's to make it happen, though. So.
Oh, hey.
So I think that we're gonna have some cool stuff. I think going on here.
Yep. Speaking of Only RC's, head over there. Over here.
Yep.
Over there.
Yep.
go to onlyrcs.com. Is it onlyrcs.com?
Onlyrcs.com. Yes, that's it.
Yep. Chaz has a discount code on his channel. So
yep, my video descriptions, discount code. It's just easier to copy and paste it because when I have to say it out, that it's some of it's capitalized, some of it's not, and then there's spelling involved. Who wants to do any of that? So copy and paste it, you get 20% off.
There you go. See, there you go. Only RC's, and there's actually the Only RC logo right here.
Yeah,
right there. So
because that's who makes it, and so that's how that works.
No, I love it. I think it's great. So support people who support us. Yes. First of all,
Sarasota, Florida coming in.
Oh, Ken's here from the Shop Mini RC. RC Granny from Australia.
Yeah. We got Harold and Cody both coming in from Indiana, like myself. So
good old Indy, right?
Nice.
Speaking of Indiana,
smattering of locations. What about Indiana?
Nothing about Indiana. I want to give a quick, I guess not really a shout out, but our hearts are going out to the people in Texas right now.
Yeah.
Bad deal. Lots of flooding. Lots of people have lost family members. So
yeah,
it's a thing, unfortunately.
That whole situation is just, I mean, it's unbelievable. The amount of rain they got and the amount of time. I mean, you can't prepare for that.
No. And it just came and wiped everything out.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. So just wanted a quick, I won't call it a shout out. I don't even know what to call it. Heartfelt. We're thinking that you're on our minds and yeah, for sure.
Yep. And thank goodness for the Coast Guard rescue swimmers that are down there doing work and the first responders and all those people.
Absolutely.
Thank them so much for
doctors, firefighters, policemen, Coast Guard.
Putting themselves at risk and serving others.
Absolutely.
So, love it.
100%.
So we got some good activity already in the chat. I would like to see some other activity, some specific activity. So we always like to see you chime in because we don't know who's with us. We just see the number. So we say that every time. So let us know if you're with us. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Those are kind of our staples at this point. We like to know where people are.
Yep.
But then the other thing that I would like to hear from you guys is what do you enjoy the most about this show? Do you like seeing like our own projects and builds? Do you like seeing kind of the new release products? do you like? We've had 2 guests so far, and we're going to continue doing that, or at least as long as you guys want us to, we will. Do you like the guests? Let us know in the comments um, what you like, because that'll give us some direction on what we should focus more on
Right.
and all that
Right.
good stuff.
Otherwise, we're just gonna chat and do what we do best, which may or may not be the best thing.
Yeah.
All of the above, says OG Mikey. All of
There
the
was
above.
another comment. I can't. It won't let me scroll right now. But right above that, somebody said they're watching from Sam's house.
You know who that is.
I do. The calls are coming from inside the
The
house.
calls are coming from like right on the other side of that wall, right over there.
The
That
Rock
is
Goblin. Is that
the
there?
Rock Goblin.
That's the name for tonight.
That's the name. Actually, I think he's gonna stick with that one
Okay.
because he just barely got his rig back from Adam.
Just
And
barely.
yes,
Why just
uh,
barely?
well, he had to film and it has to travel across the country. So we sent
Oh,
it in late.
he just got it back.
Yes. Did I?
Okay.
No.
I thought you meant he just barely got it back, as in like it arrived in pieces, or Adam wanted to keep
No.
it.
No, well, yeah, maybe Adam wanted to keep it. I don't know yet. The video hasn't aired, but no, he just got it back to our house. It came all in one piece. We put it in one of those Pelican type cases.
Nice.
And that's the name of his rig. So I did the little logo for him, and I think that's here to stay.
Nice.
So there you go. Anyway, make sure you
Good
leave a
name.
comment. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you head to Chaz's channel. Do the same. I'm missing one. Share, sure.
Yep.
That works as well.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get on with it. I guess the bench talk. We've got some projects. Well,
Man, we do. Dude,
you
I've been
have
working my
projects.
butt off down here.
I don't have anything going on, but you have a ton going on.
I it's probably, in all honesty, probably a little bit too much going on. But that's, I mean, that's not so bad.
Nothing stock just checked in, by the way.
Nice. What's up? So I might have to change the name of the Cluttered Basement Studio here pretty soon.
Oh, I did hear that.
So I have been putting in some work down here trying to create some extra space and get some organization. I've been able to add some new shelves behind me, which on the live stream, the angle is a little bit different. But on upcoming videos, and I'll probably even do a video showing kind of what the new setup is going to look like and stuff like that. So, so that's really exciting. I've been making a ton of progress, but I've been working my butt off on that.
And I've seen some sneak peek behind the scenes stuff. It's looking really good, dude.
I
Looking
appreciate
really
it.
good.
I appreciate it.
That name is not going to fit anymore.
I just have to call it just the basement studio, I guess.
That's not as fun though.
The semi-cluttered basement studio.
Semi-cluttered. There you go.
But and as I alluded to, I'm working with my buddies at Only RC's. I'm trying to work on a whole new backdrop instead of just having the banner. I'm going for a whole new backdrop. I'm trying to work on my lighting to get that improved. So really hoping to make some significant upgrades to kind of my studio and my videos and things like that very quickly. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
And on the outside front, I have I'm kind of in crunch time right now. So yeah, RMRC already touched on it. And RC Granny as well. Yeah, thank you guys for watching and being up to speed with that stuff. My home course got kind of demolished a little bit. We had to get a new fence installed because of storm damage, knocked down our old one, blah, 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 whatever. But I do host some small events, and I have one not 2 days from now, but a week and a half from now.
Oh, you got some work to do.
And my course doesn't exist currently.
You got some work to do.
So I need to get that redesigned, and then I need to drive it at least once to make sure that the lines actually are doable.
Yes.
So yeah, I've got my hands full, man.
Yes, you do. And from what I saw in the video, is it a public video yet, or is it just members only?
I don't know which
No,
video you're talking about.
the one that you did their time lapse where you
Yeah,
were
that was
stacking
public now.
rocks.
Yep.
Okay, I can't keep them all straight.
I know, and I've been releasing several to members only lately.
Yes. So the key is it's going to look really good, especially with that brand new fence behind it, which I think is phenomenal. It
I
really does look good.
My first comp, I don't know if I'll be able to get like all my banners out there and stuff like that, so it might look a little kind of low rent the first one, but
Low rent.
but uh but hopefully though the second one I'll be able to get it churched up and get it looking somewhat legitimate anyway.
Yeah, I think it looks great, and I wish I had the room in my yard to do something like that, or more accurately, I wish my wife would let me do something like that. But here we are.
Yeah.
um, so that's your update with your crawler course. I actually have something I'm starting to think about.
Okay, what are you thinking?
I am thinking that, and I've been talking to my wife. We're trying to figure some things out, and we are trying to, like I said, figure something out. I've been kicking around some ideas, but one of those ideas I saw online, someone who did a really cool trailer, like an actual trailer, like a crawler course trailer. Um,
Oh,
and
yes.
I've seen lots of them. This isn't the first one, but
Yeah.
this one was probably one of the most well done, bestest, whatever. It was. They did a phenomenal job on it,
Yeah.
and I'm super excited, and I'm totally going to copy and steal it because I want to do a trailer. I really do. I think that would be cool to pull to events to have because a lot of times when we go to events like the Micro Crawler Club, we have a booth,
Yep.
and which is fine. We usually do crawler drags, which is fine. But if we had a trailer that incorporated a lot of our obstacles,
Yeah.
that would be epic. So I've
Yes,
got
it
my
would.
eye out to out on the internet of classifieds and trying to make some things happen. So stay tuned for that. But like I said, I'm a squirrel. I get ideas, I start, and then I squirrel somewhere else.
So I misunderstood the other day when you mentioned trailers. I thought you just meant like a scale trailer.
No,
You meant
no.
a pull along course.
Yes,
I like it.
that's what I want to do for sure.
Man, there were some pictures going around last summer, I think. Somebody had it might have been like an S10 or something like that with like a hard cover, like a
Oh,
lowrider, and you took the
mhm.
cover off and they hit the whole bed was crawler course.
That's cool.
Dude, that
That's
was
way cool.
yeah, that was super cool. Yeah.
That's way cool. So yeah, that's what I want to do. We're gonna try to incorporate it into crawler tracks so we can use it as a tax write-off.
Well,
uh,
yeah.
yeah, for sure. To make it, not only modular, but make it so we can take it to events and show our product off and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be real cool, man, because you can still do crawler drags, but then also have like a crawler like setup and
Yes,
potentially do like a,
comp.
a comp. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean
That's the goal. Obviously, using our obstacles because that's what we want to showcase for sure. But
yeah.
but it would have other features as well. So
Yeah, for sure.
um,
But that's what Hard Park did at Beat the Creek.
yes, I saw lots of videos on that, and
Yep.
I guess a little bit inspired by that. Obviously, I've seen them before in the past, but
Yeah.
I'm seriously considering building a trailer. Now it's not going to happen overnight, but if you guys would like to see that journey along with me as I build, let me know. Let me know in the
Yeah.
comments. Reach out to me or whatever.
I'll speak up for them. Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Thanks for giving me more work. Speaking of trailers, I understand you've got your first scale trailer.
I did. And so I totally missed the mark on what you were talking about. But I've put off getting a scale trailer my whole life until now.
Until now. And you got the Injora trailer?
No, I went with the Mias trailer.
Oh, the Mias trailer.
Yep, it got here a few days ago. I still have to build it and put it together. But it looks pretty cool. It's got like shocks on it and stuff. I mean, it looks pretty decent.
That's
Um,
awesome.
yeah,
I'm
so I'm looking forward to that.
That's way cool. I'm looking right now because I just got my first Mias servo in, and I put it somewhere, and now it's gone, obviously, because I don't do the bag system like you. So now it's gone. But I just barely got it in today, my first Mias servo. So
Can I don't so I know it will pull a 118 scale, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's much bigger than that, at least from the box I received and from the pictures I saw online. 16 scale, it might be close to that.
don't worry, it'll sit in a box for 2 years.
So how dare you? How dare you be so
Hey,
so accurate?
I'm tripping over boxes of things that I can't, I'm tripping over them as I'm standing here. So I get it for sure. By the
That's where
way,
I've been. That's why I still have so many things in boxes, because like it's just I can't get to things the way I need to. So luckily that should be coming to an end. And I've been unboxing all kinds of stuff, dude. Like the Basher showdowns I've been doing. Yeah, whatever. Making progress.
no, no, the Basher stuff's awesome. That video is not public. See, I can't keep them straight.
That one's not yet. The 120th Basher video is public, and then I've got the other Basher video that will be public. I think that one goes public.
Saturday.
Shoot, no, that's like 2 weeks or a week and a
Oh,
half.
dude, you
Yeah, that
gotta.
one's a week and a half.
Oh, be a member of his channel, dude. He's got some really cool videos coming. It's I love his Basher video. So we'll leave it at that.
We can talk about it in a little bit though, because I know you want to hear about one in particular. Well,
yes,
two of them actually.
yes, I
So
do actually.
we'll get to it. We'll talk
I
about it.
have a vested interest in two of them. um,
Uh,
my son just ran
Cody.
out and handed me this. This is that servo.
Oh, nice.
I haven't even opened it.
Is it this one?
Maybe I don't know. It's for the SCX or the TRX4M.
Oh, nope, it's not this one. This one's for SCX24.
Oh.
But yeah, mine hasn't been opened yet. Shocker.
Shocker.
Whoops.
Speaking of opening uh some stuff, are you ready for something?
I don't know. What are we talking about?
We are talking about something I've been a little bit working on for you, and it's been a long time coming.
Yes! Yes! Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Oh, you don't even have it ready?
Oh, it's over here. Hang on. I got it.
Oh, dude.
Ah!
So there it is. So we did
That logo is going right here,
yes.
and also probably right here, and also probably right here.
So I did two variations for you. I did two variations because one is the old school variation, and one is more of a modern using the new NASA font variation.
Okay. Ooh, man, those are good.
So now you have two options. You can use the new school one, or you can use the old school one.
Man.
Both are NASA fonts. Both are
All right,
in
let
the
me know
NASA
which one
font.
you guys like better. That's the one I'll go with.
Old school or new school? Comment down below. So there you go, my friend.
Dude, thank you for that. That's awesome.
I will get you the vectors so you can get them printed.
That's excellent, dude.
It took way too long, and I apologize.
That is exactly what this thing is missing, and that is the finishing touch for this.
It's gonna be cool. It's gonna
That's
be really
awesome, dude. Thank you so much for doing that.
cool. No worries. No worries. New school. Everybody says new school.
Except for the rock goblin.
Except
he has to be contrary, of course.
of course. New. New looks cool. Look at all those. See, there you go. I guess your mind's been made up for you, but I'll include both anyway.
Harold probably has a point. No, it's just stickers. I'll do stickers. It might take me 3 months before I get them ordered.
Well,
might be onto something there.
That's the story of our lives, right? I mean, it took
We'll
three
see.
months. It
I
took
don't
three
know.
months to get the logo done, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's fair, but also, I mean, you just did that out of the goodness of your heart.
Yeah, well, yeah, it took me way too long. Uh,
That's awesome,
um,
man.
you're most welcome, and I love that you like them so much. I was really worried that you'd be like, but I'm happy. That makes me happy.
Um, so Rick Spotlight. Well, there's a lunar rover. We've already spotlighted that.
Yes,
Spotlighted,
spot,
spotlighted,
spot lit,
spot loaded,
spot loaded.
spotified. Um, we've already we've already talked about that one. But
Oh
I
God,
do got a green guy right here, and then I also got like a blue guy back here as well,
yes, you
coming in
do.
with the White Castle livery.
I have the blue guy right here.
Nice.
See, it looks blue and nice and pretty.
Yours looks a
And
little different.
I have the green guy right here, which I finally got. So,
Good choices. You are gonna like them, dude. These things. Listen, like I've been hands down ever since Red Cat came out with the Ascent 18. I've been hands down. That's your best bang for your buck RTR, no question. Blah blah blah. It has competition now.
does it really?
These
I'm
things are that good.
I'm so excited to tear into them, but I haven't told you this before, but my work has been insane lately. They kind of upgraded my position, and I haven't had 2 seconds to even come home on time. So I'm super excited to try those out and to see how they compare. Um, speaking of Red Cat,
Speaking of Red Cat,
just today,
just like an hour ago.
not this guy. This is V1. V2, Red Cat just announced an hour ago or so that they are releasing a brushless. I think Ken's already commented on it, but they are
Yep.
releasing this version. As far as I can tell, it's not the other one. It's this one in a brushless system.
Yeah, so it's the Scout. It's not the pickup truck. It's the
It's the
Scout.
Scout. It's not this
They've
guy
got
right here.
they've got
Not
two
not
new
this guy.
colors.
This guy.
Right, two new colors. They have like a gold dust, gold flake, something. And then they have like a really like kind of dark, deep red that's really good looking.
It's like a
Um,
cherry candy apple. No, it's a cherry. It's more of a cherry red.
it's man, it's
It's
sharp is what it
pretty.
is.
It's pretty.
But they went brushless, and I think it's a new front axle, or they at least changed something with the front axle because the steering angle is way better. It was already good with the original Ascent 18, but the steering angle is even better now with these new ones with the V2s. And I think they're dropping. I think what I saw on their website was 199.99.
Ooh, that's a good price too.
It's not bad.
There we go. There we go. You seeing those? Yes. There they are. This is the golden color one. And this is the red one. You can't really see the red one though. I wonder if I click on
Yeah, it's a bad angle for the
shop
to show off the color.
shop now. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there's a little bit
There we
better angle.
go. See? Beautiful. That one is gorgeous. I love that one. I'm not a big fan of gold, but I think that's beautiful.
I think it was OG Mike. He said like they put on new C hubs maybe, and that's what improved the steering.
Mm.
And Ken said there's a little bit more scrub steering now. So I
Oh,
did see earlier that Ken has a video, um, and then just before we went live, I saw that Adam with Cape Crawlers and Matt at 2FM also have videos that just dropped as well. So definitely check those guys out. Check this truck out because I have a feeling as good as they have already been brushed, I have to assume they're just that much better brushless.
oh, for sure. A Red Cat. And I'm a Hobby Plus guy. I love the Hobby Plus product. I love Axial product. But Red Cat, their stuff is pretty.
Red Cat is crushing it, and that is not to take anything away from Hobby Plus because
No,
they are also
no,
crushing it.
absolutely.
The
100%.
Arctos, the Rushmore, the Convoy, the Rock Van, like their whole lineup, they're on point with it. And this, like these guys right here, these are brushed. I don't need to upgrade them.
I hear the slow crawl is amazing on them.
Dude, the low end control is so, and there's no FOC. It's not brushless, but like
Yeah,
it is.
right.
They are so they're just good. Good
Yeah.
torque, good top end. It's a 2 speed manual transmission, so it's got good top end and second gear. These things, dude, they're just so good.
Yeah, 2-speed. Ken's right. The 2-speed on those things is amazing. I
But
did
yeah,
I did go ahead.
it's just butter smooth.
That's awesome. I did actually purchase Fury Tech for the Convoy, so
Yeah,
but I just wanted to see. I mean, I've got other brushlesses. I've got the Hobby Wing Hobby Plus brushlesses, and I just wanted to see how I wanted to compare and contrast. So
yeah, yep,
there you go.
yeah.
There you go.
So
There's
so
another
anyway,
one.
these things I wanted to focus on these for our bench talk, our rig spotlight. I wanted to
Yep.
focus on these. They came out like a week and a half ago, so they're still new to the market, but they are so good.
Yes.
Um, and then to go along with them, the new Red Cat, like we were just talking about, man. And
Yeah.
you know what I've really liked? It seems that the release calendar, at least for crawlers, has slowed down.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
But what's coming out is like a whole other step above what we were getting even just a year ago.
For sure. For sure. And like even a year or even a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, like
Yeah,
the release schedule was nuts. Like it seemed like it was almost every week, if not every other week, somebody else was coming out with something new.
yeah. But it wasn't
Eh,
it was
yeah,
a lot of it was it seemed like more of a cash grab for the companies.
sure. Sure. I can see that. But we were getting rigs like crazy. And yeah, you can always upgrade them. Like one of those things, I got the first Evo Pro
Yeah.
brushless.
Yep.
um, a great rig, but it had the Fury Tech system in it. But
Uh-huh.
now I feel like you said, we're getting more quality rigs. They're not coming out as fast, which is okay because my wallet appreciates that.
I know. I seriously, I know.
but but we're getting better quality rig. Like they're starting to, instead of just trying to crank out the rigs, they're starting to put thought into them more.
Yep. Yep.
And
Yep.
I know that's it's not something to take lightly, because I'm not just saying companies just spew out rigs and just, but they're starting to refine. And I mean, I don't know where we're going to go from here, to be honest. I mean, we've got great rigs.
Right. Well, and the thing is, we've touched on this before too. Like, the market was so flooded with the release calendar was just on top of each other, and new trucks didn't have time to breathe.
Right.
You know, it was
Right.
like, hey, here's this new release. It's really good, and you order it, and before you even get it in the mail, the next latest greatest release is on the market already.
Yeah. Ken says I couldn't keep up with the releases last year.
Yeah.
It's true. It
Yeah.
is 100% true. But yes, Hobby Plus is killing it. Red Cat's killing it. I mean,
Yep.
all these companies, they're just doing amazing things.
Yep.
I'm going to leave these next two comments alone. I'll put them up on screen, but I'm not. Ken.
Listen, I'm not. I won't leave them alone. I agree. I completely agree with both of them.
Yeah, it's true.
I
It is
love
true.
I love the SCX24 platform. It's great. It's been around forever. The upgradability is out of control, and you can do anything you want with that platform, and I love that. Time to develop it a little bit, Axial. Give me
Yes.
something a little bit more than oil shocks and a new color.
Well, and yeah, new body. I honestly, I've always liked the deadbolt, but I've never been like I have one of them, but I'm like, it's just a deadbolt. But I'll be honest, I really hope they re-release the deadbolt, because that is a solid starting platform.
Well,
And I,
hopefully
I didn't
they re-release it like with some new electronics. Like, just do something, like
right,
step it up.
right. And I didn't realize that until my son built his for Adam for Cape Crawlers. I didn't realize that. And then I'm like, oh man, this is a great. I mean, I know it's the same under the hood, but I would almost put it above the base camp.
Yeah,
It's just a solid platform to start from.
I love the
But
deadbolt. That's my favorite starting platform. If I'm going to
yeah,
start with a stock rig, the deadbolt's what I start with.
right, 100%. And like I said, I have a couple base camps, and I honestly, after helping my son build his, or watching him build it rather, I think the or the Deadbolt is a much better platform than that. Even though it's pretty much the same under the hood, right?
Right.
It's just such a great platform. The links are the right length. The everything about it. It's just awesome. It really is.
Yeah.
You had a couple other quick ones. Let's touch upon the Jeep and monster truck.
From. Do you have any idea how to say that? Because I know
Nope,
how to say it.
That's why I avoided it.
Give us your best shot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, my buddy
How do
Steven over at RC
you say that?
Expats Hong Kong.
Yeah, I don't have any. I'm not even going to try. I'm going to slaughter it.
So, yeah, RC Expats Hong Kong, Steven, he gave a lesson, and it is Ja by La. That's how you say it.
Ja by La.
Ja by La. So
Huh.
they recently came out with some new 143 scales. They have a Jeep crawler, and then they have like a generic Bigfoot. It's a smasher, is what it is. But 143rd scale, they're both the same platform. The only difference is the body, and the wheels, the tires, because the pickup truck, like I said, it is like a smasher. It has tiny monster truck tires, and the Jeep is a crawler. It has tiny crawler tires. So they look really cool. I've had some ordered for about a month and a half. The first order is somewhere in the destination country. No idea where. So Banggood had to send me a couple more, and they've been in transit. Their shipping tracking sucks. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say that.
Yeah, they do. All of those Chinese websites, their shipping's horrible. Their tracking's horrible.
It says that it's in California, but it shows that the latest airport activity was Germany, and it says that they've been in transit for the last 4 days.
They're sitting off the coast of California. You know that on a boat, just sitting there.
I'm so frustrated. I want them. I want to play with them. I want to make content with them, and I don't have them.
And that's the world we live in nowadays.
It looks fun. I also have there is a is it 18 scale LDRC? It kind of looks like the lemur from FMS.
Yes.
And I've seen a couple videos on that. I ordered it before I saw any videos, and it was also supposed to be here, but I haven't seen a whole lot of good about them.
I was gonna say if it's anything like the lemur, and I love FMS product. I'm not talking bad about it, but the lemur was not where it should have been.
The
Unfortunately.
lemur kind of came and went at the time.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it was the first RTR to come out with oil shock, so it was a big deal when it came out.
Right.
But the platform itself just kind of came and went.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. For sure. And like I said, I love FMS as much as the next guy. I got a ton of FMS rigs, but yeah.
You might be surprised to find this out, Sam. I have an FMS lemur, but guess where it is?
Let me think. In the box?
It's still in the box.
Oh god. I'll tell you something that's not in the box. Well, at least mine is currently, but coming anyway. Injora. They're axles.
Oh, do you have some on the way?
I do.
Nice.
I do.
So I wonder if you got the first batch or if
I
you're
don't
getting
know.
the second batch.
I don't know. I have no idea.
This is the cool thing about Injora. So their new Planet axles, they just released those. They look incredible. Nice rounded edges, they look super scale. Look awesome. And
Yes.
from what I've seen and heard so far, they also perform really well. But there were a couple things that Injora should have done with them that they didn't.
Yep.
And within 24 hours of 24 Yep putting the review up on his channel and people commenting, within 24 hours, Injora already made some upgraded upgrades. or additions, maybe, I guess. Like they're adding rear suspension link risers that were not included, so that was a mistake.
Right.
Those should have been included.
Right.
And I'm not sure if they're adding overdrive to the front or not. I know that was another one of the big one too. But yeah,
They
so
look cool.
that's one thing I love about Injora is they will take feedback and they will respond accordingly.
Yes, they're super good about taking feedback from customers. When they send them out to influencers, they definitely take that into consideration when the influencers, and they're willing to listen. Like if an influencer gives them a bad review and says, "Hey, this is the problem with these," they're willing to take that. And I won't say there's a lot. There's some companies who aren't willing to do that.
Right.
So
Yep.
I love that. I absolutely
Agreed.
love that.
Yeah.
What are we missing? Anybody?
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Chime in.
Comment.
What have you seen or heard about that you're allowed to talk about?
Yeah. Yeah, we do have some influencers in the chat.
So if it's still all secret squirrel stuff, we get that. But if you have heard about something that we missed, let us know.
Yes. And OG Mikey, thank you. Please hit the like button for sure.
Yep. Yeah, appreciate that. RC Granny has chimed in once or twice with that as well. Yeah, definitely hit the like button. We appreciate it. It goes a long way for us.
For sure. Helps beat the algorithm.
All right, Sam, I got a question for you.
Yes.
I know that summer just started, but also I have a couple kids and their summer is already starting to wind down, which is crazy.
Oh, don't remind me.
Dude, I know. So what has been an RC highlight for you so far? I'm just gonna say so far this summer.
It wasn't the summer, it was in the springtime. And video's coming. I know I'm a slacker, but I just am about done editing it. It's taken me a long time. But we went to, and I mentioned this before, we went to City of Rocks. And as of right now, that is my highlight of the summer. Because
Nice.
we did crawlers, we did 18-24 scale, we did bashers. That's one where we drove the slider off a cliff.
Yeah.
And we did nighttime crawling with the Capras, two V1s and one V2, the rear wheel steer Capra, baby Capra.
Yep.
That's the highlight so far. However, we are going to Lake Powell this year.
Nice.
And see, my son chimed in. One of the best places to RC. He loved it too. We are going to Lake Powell this year.
We get it. You don't have to rub it in.
Lake Powell is going to be probably the highlight of my RC because we'll be doing boats, we'll be doing crawlers. It's just Lake Powell. If you ever have a chance to go to Lake Powell. And
There's
then
a good chance I won't.
Well, you live a long ways away from Lake.
But I will take your word for it.
If you're ever in Utah, well, hook me up. We'll go. No, the other thing is my daughter comes home she's in Washington, D.C. serving a mission right now.
Nice.
And she comes home in 2 weeks-ish. And so we're super excited. And I want to cram that full of as much as we can because 3 weeks later after she comes home, she goes to school down in Southern Utah. So I would love to take her to Moab with our 1-to-1 Jeep, which we did with one of my daughters a couple years ago. And if we do that, I'm not saying it's going to happen this year, it might have to happen next year, but if we do that, that would be the other highlight of my summer for sure.
It'd be awesome.
Hey. So that's what I got going on. That's highlights of my life. Like I said, work's been super busy, but that's what we've done for the hobby.
Rock Goblin is about the 12th person that has told me I should move either to Utah or Colorado.
Hey, there you go. What is your summer? What's your highlight of your summer, man?
Dude, I got to tell you, and you may have already seen on some of the videos, the video that's coming out this Saturday, you will definitely get a look. This summer has been really big. I've been able to rope my family into RCing with me.
That's the best part.
And I don't just mean like my wife and kids. Like I always drag them around and they do it grudgingly and all that stuff.
They tolerate you.
I'm talking about brothers and sisters-in-law. I'm talking about nieces and nephews, grown nieces and nephews. It is fun. So we've had some family weekends at the lake so far this summer, and every time my basically my brothers-in-law, they ask, like, hey Chaz, did you bring any toys with you? And yes, I always bring toys.
I always bring toys. Right.
And so now that's the thing though. Like whenever we're just kind of sitting around, it'd be like, hey, let's go play toys. And then we go outside and we drive RCs.
Now, I have to ask, and just because I've seen it in your video, your lake house, is that someplace you rent? Is that yours? Is it someplace you just go for to camp or?
It's one of my in-laws properties.
Oh,
So
cool.
it is super cool to have access to that because
Yes.
they have gorgeous terrain down there.
I was going to say those videos you showed me, even behind the scenes, even on the member perks of your channel, man, it is beautiful there.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's just great rocks, great nature, hills, good terrain. That big old
Waterfalls.
waterfall from the kayak,
Yeah.
that's like their water feature. Like
That's so cool.
that place is awesome, and having access to it, I've been utilizing it more this year, and yeah, I'm kicking myself for not taking more advantage of it before now.
You have to film there. I mean, if you went down there without an RC, I would come over to Indiana and smack you inside the head.
Well, I don't go anywhere without at least one RC.
Right.
And
Vegas,
it's not the first time I filmed there, but
right.
like, yeah, I'm stepping things up. I have a gimbal now, so I'm learning how to use that to try to get some smoother shots and stuff like that. So
yeah,
stepping it up so that way the natural beauty will hopefully translate.
No, it's gorgeous there. It is. It almost makes me jealous not being from Utah, but it almost makes me jealous. Wish I was there. It's gorgeous. It really is. It really, really, really is.
RC trolling, putting a fishing line on an RC boat.
I've seen people do that with drones.
Yeah.
Take their cast out with a drone and then reel in with a rod. But yeah, kind of fun. You had mentioned that earlier in the show that you had done something that had been in a box for quite a while, and I've been bugging the heck out of you to open this thing.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I actually have a video where I compare and contrast I guess two of them, the smaller version and the bigger version. But you had a Black Sun slider.
Yep. Turbo.
So it's the pre-installed brushless.
Yep.
And an EasyRC Colorado.
Yes.
In my video, I reviewed the EasyRC Colorado and the FMS Colorado, the 124th and the 118th.
And the 118, scale.
Yeah. So I've been dying and I've been begging and pleading and saying, you got to get this thing out. And you finally did the smaller one. You finally did the Sprite.
The Sprite, yep.
And now you got to the granddaddy.
So I'll start with the Sprite because it surprised me.
Oh, okay. I've heard mixed reviews about the Sprite. I've heard that and I'll be honest, mine is still in my box somewhere here. I haven't opened it yet.
When I got it out of the box and I took the body off, like everything's concealed, and it reminded me of the Team Associated 28 scale line, like just toy grade. It was better than it had. At least it had suspension because the Team Associated line doesn't have whatever. I'm not going to get started on that. But like it has a real toy grade look to it. The transmitter is super cheap and toy grade looking and feeling. But when I got it out and ran it, it changed my mind. The Sprite is a lot of fun.
And it's tough?
Yeah. I mean, me and the boys, we ran it off of jumps and into the Vector XL. We ran it into the side. We landed very few jumps on the wheels, and no breaks, no damage, no nothing. That thing came home bulletproof. It was awesome. So the Sprite won me over, and because of that, I went ahead and bumped up my next basher video, so that way I can finally get the slider out.
Yes. And your thoughts?
My thoughts is the scale is a little bit off.
Okay, Ken.
So the slider is 116 is what they say on the box.
Okay.
The FMS, or not the FMS, the Easy RC Colorado is 118, but they have the exact same wheelbase and the same width. So the scale is a little bit off on that.
Okay.
It doesn't have as much punch as I expected it to have,
Okay.
but the top end is there.
Okay.
It has good speed.
You haven't ever tried the non-brushless version.
I haven't.
So just because I have experience, I got mine, and then I bought my son one. I gave him to him for gift for helping us manufacture some crawler tracks. I put brushless and oil fill shocks in mine instantly because the non-brushless versions, the regulars, not the turbos, they come with friction dampened shocks.
Ooh, no good.
And they come with a brushed motor, which I like the sliders because you could turn the speed down. So like if a kid's trying it out, you can hand them the transmitter, turn the speed down, and they won't, run it into a curb and break it. Not that it would break anyway.
I was going to say, you could hit at full speed and it's not going to break.
Right. As long as it's not cold.
Yes.
The two things I did first was shocks and brushless. And I had to buy the brushless separate because back then they didn't have, that's how long I've been running it. They didn't have the brushless version. They just had the motor that you buy and put in. So then I got my son a brushless I found on Amazon. And it turns out it was way over geared. So his has a higher top speed than mine, but it hesitates at first, right? It's like it cogs at first, and then it takes off, and that thing is like stupid fast.
So yeah, mine is very similar. There's a hesitation when you gun it, and then but once it gets going, no, watch out.
Oh yeah, his is that way. I'm not sure where we got. I just found a cheap motor on Amazon or something like that, and put it in his. And when he runs it for 10 minutes or less, the motor's also stupid hot, and so he puts it in the freezer to cool it down. Sometimes he forgets about it. I'm like, don't drop that because it will shatter. But now that it's frozen,
so the turbo line that comes stock brushless, it comes stock with oil shocks. Although I don't think they put oil in them, they were really springy, and
really,
I was at the lake. I didn't have any shock oil with me, whatever. So it is what it is. I tested it the way it was. One of the other things that I noticed though was that because of that hesitation, the air control is not good.
Really?
Yeah, trying to do front flips, back flips.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
You can't do, and so.
But off the ground, if it's in the air, you'd think it wouldn't hesitate as much because it's not moving any weight.
Yeah, but it's just the hesitation's in the electronics though.
Oh, see, my son's isn't in the electronics. It's in the motor itself because it's way over geared.
Oh, okay.
So his hesitation is motor doesn't have enough oomph to get it started. Once it gets started, it's a rocket.
Okay, so yeah, I've got hesitation just before things actually engage.
Oh, by the way, here's another one.
Do you have stock in Black Zon?
There's two of them. While we're on the Black Zon kick, before we move on to the Colorado, because I know that's another very tough truck and very cool truck. The Smiter, I have one in the box there, but it's under like 6 other boxes, so I'm not going to pull it out. I bought mine from my local hobby shop, my Smiter, still in the box.
That's the bigger size. That's the 12th scale, by the way.
That's the 12th scale. It seems to be the theme nowadays is it's in the box, but it is the bigger size. I have heard from my hobby shop that they're blowing diffs on that one.
Really?
Yes, which surprises me because of its two little brothers, the Slider and the Sprite.
Yeah.
They're tough as nails. But apparently on the other one, they're blowing diffs out. So I don't know. I haven't opened it. I don't know, but that's what my local hobby shop is. They said they've blown a couple different diffs out of it.
Interesting.
The only thing, going back to the Slider really quick, the only thing I've ever done to my Slider, there's two things I've done to it that, and like I said, we have put it through absolute hell, and back, right? The only thing it's done is that back spoiler on because we have the truggy, that back spoiler doesn't last. It'll be
Oh,
the first. It'll be the first thing to go, and then on mine actually, and I didn't notice until just fairly recently. I have bent an axle. It still runs, and it still runs just fine, but it does have a little bit of, the wobble going on. That's the only thing I've ever done, and like I said, we have put it through absolute hell.
yeah.
Like
To be fair, you drove it off a cliff.
we did drive it off a cliff. To be fair though, that wasn't mine. That was my friend's. So, but I take mine like what I was at an event the other day, doing crawler drags for somebody who paid me to come in and do it, and I was selling my ramps there, and the people were asking about the toughness of the truck because I had some Black Suns to sell, and I took mine and just chucked it. It was in the middle of a baseball diamond. It landed and picked up, drove it. It was just fine. So
Yeah.
they're stupid tough. And Ken is exactly right.
Yeah,
They're
so they're not an original design by Black Zon.
no,
So I alluded to this in my video, and then I forgot to go back and revisit that comment, but I don't remember which one it is. It's either the MJX or the HBX, either the
HBI.
MJX Hypergo or the High Boxing. I don't remember which
Yeah,
one it is.
yeah.
But it's a rebrand of that, and it's one of the best budget bashers
Oh,
in existence, like just flat
it's
out period.
if you get the non-brushless version, it's like $100, 110 bucks maybe.
The brushless one I got for 130.
See,
And it comes brushless and oil shocks.
yes. So, I mean, if you're looking at getting into bashing, I always, and this is why I'm a big fan of them because I love to bring people into the hobby, but I always recommend people start with something like this because they're not breaking the bank on a Traxxas Rustler or an X
Right.
Max,
Right.
right? Which are great. Traxxas makes it a very good basher. They
But
really
yeah,
do.
they're fine. They're fine.
But with this, they can test the waters without spending. It's kind of like when you recommend buying a micro crawler, right? You can buy an Axial SCX24 for $100 and test the waters to see if you even like it before you go and spend, however many hundreds of thousands of dollars on a SCX10 or even a SCX6. So that's what I love about them.
Yeah.
And that's
So,
why I'm a
yeah.
big proponent of them.
So yeah, it's for all the complaints that I just listed about my Black Zon slider, I still absolutely loved it.
Yep. And great vehicle. They really are. They're tough. They really are tough.
So in my comparison, I have the EZRC slider. Ken already touched on this because I was comparing the
EZRC
scales.
Colorado, not slider.
Yep, EZRC Colorado. And I already talked about the scale discrepancy, and Ken kind of clarified a little bit. The EZRC is a big 118. So that makes sense because it was definitely right in line with Black Zon's 116 scale. Anyway, that EZRC Colorado was awesome. Out of the box, the metal gears so good, the oil shocks so smooth, not too stiff, not too squishy, just perfect.
Yes.
It had the most punch. I don't know if it had the most top speed, because whenever we tried to drag race them, it was just so squirrely. We couldn't keep it in a straight line. But it's definitely, it's not the slowest.
No, and it will wheelie out of the box all day long.
No, it'll almost do a standing backflip.
Yeah, it will. It's very, very true. And Ken's got it exactly right. The price, you can't beat it. In fact,
no,
I
under $100. It comes brushless. It comes oil shocks, metal gears. It's awesome, and the air control is out of this world.
If you go back on my channel and watch some of our shorts and what we did with the Vector XL, my son Cade was doing some ridiculous stuff, like absolutely insane stuff with Colorado. He, in fact, destroyed his Colorado in the making, and he's broken quite a bit on it. But we put that thing through hell as well, and it took a lot of it. But he would land it. He would land it in all sorts of positions, but he was doing some pretty cool stuff. So
the
Colorado
only issues I had with either one of those trucks was losing body clips.
They all every single one of them. I wish they had some other system because blacks on, we go through body clips when we're bashing like crazy on the blacks
Yeah.
on and on the thing. I got a fun fact for you about the EZRC Colorado, and I don't have
Okay,
another one
tell me.
here.
I would like to hear it.
I got, oh, Kay just brought me his. Check this out. This is his that's beat to absolute snot. Like, it's just
That's
trash.
the same one I had. That black and red looks good.
Yeah. So, fun fact with this, and I did order a couple extra bodies because of this, and I didn't know this when I first started bashing it, so it's not in the best shape. But EZRC changed their graphics on between the first version and the second version of this guy right here.
Ooh.
This is the first version. What they changed was this right here, this graphic right here.
Okay.
It looks now like this graphic.
Okay.
See the little bit of difference there?
Yeah, slight difference.
Okay. And they also changed this graphic right here. This Chevy, where it has the Chevy symbol, or the bow tie, and then it says Chevrolet right here.
Yeah.
They changed it so it stacks. So now the bow tie's above Chevrolet. So when I realized that, when I got my second one, I stopped using this as a basher body because it's got a few scrapes and dings on it. But because they don't, I tried to get the one where they had just the straight, and they don't make them anymore. So
I wonder why they made that just such a subtle change.
I don't know, but I like this one. I like the layout of the bow tie with this better. I'm wondering if that had to do with their license agreement with GM. I don't know. I have no idea. So and this isn't a good example, but maybe you can see it. See the bow tie right there?
Yep.
It's a little bit more stacked. Like, it's bigger on this livery. It's bigger, but yeah, I don't know why they made the change. I really, really, really don't.
That's why I went with the black and red one, because it had the least amount of bow ties on it.
Oh, see, and I love the bow ties. And I'm not even a Chevy guy. But this is my son's. He's beat the crap out of this thing, and it's still going strong. I mean, he's got broken brackets back here.
Nice.
I mean, it's just trash, but it's still going strong.
Nice.
A great rig. Absolute great rig. I love those just as much as I love the Black Sons. I just like the Black Sons because they're a little bit more beginner friendly, if you will.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Sam.
Yes.
We're coming up on 59 minutes.
Holy cow, this went way too quick.
We nailed it.
We did. We have made it through one last question quickly.
Oh.
Did you take advantage of any Prime Day deals?
Nothing directly RC related. I did get some Prime Day deals for storage options.
Are those the storage options you showed me?
No, those came before.
Okay.
So these are some drawer. So they're like jewelry box container things that have drawers. I really want to do something with my wheels, because right now I have no system for my wheels right now. It's driving me nuts.
You have your wheel rack, your tire rack.
I have a couple tire racks, but my wheels are not. There's no system for my wheels.
Oh, wheels. Right. I have my wheels in a Harbor Freight something or other. But I did take advantage of some Prime Day deals.
Yeah, what'd you get?
I got me some silver, and I'm not even sure which ones they are. They're the ones that they're like the isokinetics from Injora, not from
Oh,
BS.
okay.
They look almost the same. Very similar.
The Pro double steer, whatever they're called.
They had those on sale from $70 to $50, 55, $60, somewhere on there. So that was a pretty good. I got a set of shocks, and I got a servo for my son. I can't remember what even version I got. And I think that's it. But I did take advantage. So there was some really good deals out there. I mean, anywhere from $5 to $20 off on certain items for RC related stuff. So
awesome.
Very
I jumped
cool.
on some 4th of July sales. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yes.
I did end up, especially Mofo. I ended up getting 2 sets of dual front axles.
Oh, rear
so
wheel
I got
steer?
4 front axles for $100 total.
Wow. I should have
Yeah.
jumped on that deal. That's a killer deal.
So I'll pair those up with stock rear axles
Oh,
because they're fine.
or
And
four-wheel steer it.
and those are, yeah, if I want to do that, I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's super high quality axles at a fraction of the price.
Yeah, that's dirt cheap for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. If you guys took advantage of any of those sales that have been on the 4th of July or Prime Dale, leave us a comment down below. I'd
Yeah.
love
Let
to
us know
know
what you got.
what you guys picked up. And with that being said, that's it. We did it.
We did do it.
We are at
So
the end of the show.
hit that quadfecta. We've already mentioned it to do the like, but make sure you guys have been doing a great job with the comments. Subscribe and share. Help us get the show out a little bit more. And we may have another guest next show.
Nothing's official yet.
That's still in the works.
We're working on it, so it might not be next show, but it might be next show.
It's anybody's guess,
Who knows, right?
including ours.
Including ours, because at this point we have zero. we did confirm that this person wants to do the show, but we have not confirmed that they can do it yet. So,
Yeah.
With that being said, Chaz, thank you, buddy. Another show in the books. This is our 13th show, so we got through the unlucky number, as my wife would say.
There we go. Appreciate all you guys chiming in and watching along with us and coming back for our episodes. We have a lot of fun doing this. We're glad to see that you guys keep sticking around with us, and yeah, just love the conversation and the interaction. Mount Olympus just showed up, and we are leaving.
Bye, Mount Olympus. I was just texting him earlier today, but all right, guys. Well, that being said, I guess the show's over, and we'll see you on the trail. Bye, guys.